questions coming through right now. So 20 accounts to give away for the month, 5 Lucid Pros, 15 Lucid Flex. And then the other update from the live. So all I said last night was thank you for the update, at least, even though it's been a while. I'm glad to be in touch. They said they just got off the phone. We've been told it's escalated to as high as it possibly can, and they're actively prioritizing it right now. So fingers crossed, still within the week. I've been waiting to get these accounts. This is going to be, today will be 3 weeks. So 21 days. Probably won't happen today.
That's pretty interesting. I had someone that went in our group that went live with Traderify. He got it in 48 hours. So pretty quick.
How dare you say that to me? It's too soon. Yeah, the daily loss limit on the growth accounts is the only reason that they're not better than the Lucid accounts. $600 for a daily loss limit it's way too little. I'm disappointed that I have these passed with Tradeify. I got 5 of them and they won't let me fund them. I've got all 5 of these passed. Anywho, going over to today. Now I wanted to ask you, once you got in stream, now we can go back to the data. What is the third? So I know for the ultimate reversal setup, you're looking at outside days, gap fill by size. What's the third one? Do you know? I'm not sure. Andre gave it to me a while back.
No, you asked? I thought you were asking the chat. Yeah, I'm not too sure on my side. I must say the outside days, I just use like the basic settings of it.
Yeah, I haven't looked too much into it.
Yeah.
Cool. Crude oil.
It's only a little bit of a bounce. Yeah.
It's only a $2 bounce, but $2 equates to 2,000 on 1 micro. ICT midnight. Thank you, McLaughlin. ICT midnight open. So let's go bring that up. Let me catch up on some more questions. I did see some for the MyFunded. What size do you use to pass the MFF? So the max you can make per day on those is 750 to pass them. I capped out at 4 micros on those accounts. Anytime I go over that, I ended up blowing them. What size you usually use the past 25K is 2 to 4 micros. You can get away with 2. Like if we take a look at the size of the IV, even the one that we had on Friday or the one we had on Monday this week, that's $400 profit on 2 micros. So if you want to do 4, you could. You can also get kind of lucky with the sizing. You can pass an account with 2 micros. So if you went short last night, obviously you would have to have a crystal ball for it. But if you went short 2 micros last night, that would be enough to pass your account. So 24,240, we're down 500 points right now. That's $1,000 on 1 micro. Even if you had 2 micros on that drop from 24,230, let's say you got an entry at 24,200, you need a 300 point drop to pass the accounts, which we got in the course of 45 minutes last night.
Getting a little bit of a move here, Zinc, to our side.
Yeah, it's set up for that reversal today.
Yeah.
We have a pretty good chance. Everything that ICT midnight open, we're also way outside of that. I'll go bring that report up.
Also, the opening week range, we took out the highs. So that was something I was speaking about pre-market.
ICT opening retracement.
What's up, guys?
Failed to match data. Let's see if I need to on MNQ. There we go. So with our size today, we have a 53% chance to fill it. And then gap fill by size. To change the gap fill by size, it's in these brackets down here. 0.2, 0.4, 0.71, 1.5. We have a 33% chance to fill it on M and Q. And then that outside day is also saying that we have a 69% chance to reverse back up. So we have a pretty good chance of at least going to like 580, another $5 to the upside. Not too bad. Sizing tends to be a big problem with me. Yeah, sizing is a big problem for everyone. It's very close. I know the daily loss limit, people don't like that. If I'm talking too much, just cut me off, James.
No, you're good, bro. I'm actually, today and obviously tomorrow, I'm not going to be trading, so I'm just going to be a bit more cautious today with maybe a little bit less volume because of the Easter weekend, right?
Yeah, we have NFP tomorrow too.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go over to these 25Ks. This live account that says it's on here and active, this is the wrong one they gave me. They told me I was gonna have it a week after. I've probably had the longest wait time there is possible on this damn live account. Has IB been pretty tough this past month? It's only been 2 days into the month. Yeah, the IB hasn't been working all that well. It worked really well last Friday. I had about a $260 trade there. Monday worked really well. Tuesdays have been awful. But we're also, I think if we get out of this like 3-week, 4-week stretch of just constant war news
back and forth, yeah,
and whipsaw, and we're worrying about what Trump is going to tweet, it's disgusting.
1 minute it's no war and markets rally, next minute it's back on and markets sell off. That's how it's been.
Exactly. It's ridiculous. So
I went on Tradify. That's pretty cool that they got Israel Adesanya on as a sponsor or as an ambassador.
They had him live streaming too.
Oh, you lie. Really?
I
That's
swear.
pretty cool, bro. That's pretty cool, I must admit.
And then all the comments are saying, let him full port.
That's hilarious, dude. That's pretty cool, I must say. I mean, he's a pretty big icon in the sports world.
Yeah, absolutely. And then
do you know what date was last week? I'd like to just check it out quickly.
Let me see. I'll go to their YouTube because it should be on. Should say Izzy's live. Let's see if I can go to the recordings.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I want to check it out. Oh, there you go. There's one with Israel Adesanya on the thing there.
I think that's just their partner one. Let's see if it's a.
Let
me subscribe. Live.
Oh, there we go. I got it.
Right there.
It's that one with him on. There's the
9 days.
That's pretty cool, bro.
So they had him. They were doing giveaways, but he was on there trading with them, and he was like, "I don't know what the hell I'm doing."
Yeah, he's from New Zealand.
Anyway, what was I getting to? Lucid Pros.
Well, technically, he's from Nigeria, but moved to New Zealand. But whatever. But that's pretty cool, bro. Jeez.
Yeah, it was. Lucid Pro. Why would it not let me get to the pro accounts? I'll just go to add account instead. Add account. All right. So Lucid Pros, the main drawdown between these. Let's see if I can go to add account. Tradify home. If it loads, sign in, add account. So the 25Ks, they don't show the rules on here, do they? No, they don't.
It just shows you how big the trading world's actually got, though. Zinc, sorry to go off topic again, but I mean, to get like a global star like that on, it's pretty wild.
Yeah, I mean, Lucid has a box and a sponsor for IndyCar racing.
Interesting.
the US.
I'm
Bring up the
gonna
comparison
tune
here for a minute.
I'm gonna tune Lucid. The founder follows me, but I'm not allowed to trade from them from South Africa.
That stinks.
So what accounts have you been cooking at the moment, though? Zinc, just the mal-funded futures at the moment?
Pretty much all the 25Ks. These are all just fillers until I get my
your live account.
Yeah. So I don't really like trading on them. I was talking about that yesterday. The trailing intraday drawdown sucks.
Sure.
These are all just me filling the time until I get those live accounts.
Of course, that makes sense. Yeah, because you don't want to. I mean, you don't want to sit around and do nothing. I mean, you could trade probably a cash account, but I mean,
exactly.
prop firms are so nice.
So these accounts are essentially Lucid still has the upper hand. The good thing is that they're both one-time payments now. I know that doesn't say on here, but you'll just have to take my word for it. You have to make 250 more on the 25Ks with Tradeify with the $600 daily loss limit. The main benefit to the Tradeify accounts, and I think this is probably the best one in the space for beginners now, is that you can only trade one contract. For Lucid, you can trade up to two, so it's a little more tilty. The cost is about the same. So if you go, I'll go in here, select platform. I can't buy any of them, obviously, but if I apply that, it's $81. These ones are 69. I think you can get your first ones for 59, and then it's 30% after, so $69. That sounds about right. These ones are cheaper, but they're harder to pass. You're also restricted to that one contract, so you're not going to be as incentivized to blow it. As I was just saying, $1,000 in drawdown when you first get the account, you need to have one full mini run 50 points against you. Pretty unlikely that you're going to let that happen. Even trading one micro, you should be A-okay.
Yeah.
Lucid, same thing. I don't think I ever go above on the live accounts, especially once you guys see me start trading those and hopefully next week. These ones I'd never go above one micro on. Again, you need to make 250 less, so it's 1250 on these. And you're going to feel bad once you hear how easy it is to get a max payout with them. James. To get a max payout, your first max payout, you need to make 3,250 total, and that's to pass the eval and qualify for your max payout. So 1,250 to pass it, and then 3,350. The other portion of that 3,000, you only need to make 2,100 in the Lucid Pro. The reason that I prefer the Pro over the Flex is because for the Flex account, so if we go into their payouts here, for the Flex accounts, your payouts are lower. So you can only request up to 1,000, and you have to extra 100%, sorry. So if I want to request 1,000, I have to make 2,000. Same for the 50K, same for the 100K. For the Lucid Pros, if I want to request 1,000, I just have to be over the buffer, which is 26.1. And then you can see your payout 2 and beyond is another $500. So you can exactly what I did. You can get two $7,500 payouts. I go back to my dashboard here, my portal. I don't think any of those are on. So I took a $5,000 payout and then two $7,500 payouts last month, the beginning of last month. I've been waiting for these live accounts since the 13th. It's been going on 3 full weeks as of today, but it's 3 days to a payout on the Lucid Pros. It's 5 days to a payout on the Flexes, and the Flexes also have smaller payouts. So that's the reason I like the Pros more. Payout cap, larger. It's also, I think it's their best account that they have, even if you want to get a larger account. But I do not like the consistency that the flexes have, and I don't like the fact that they're the same as like what Top Step has, which is you make 50% of what you actually make in the account. So if you make 9,000 profit, you can only take 4,500 out. So the payout split's really 45%, not 90%. Yeah, you can DM me whenever, Mikey. Also, we made our IB high and then just fell down another $3 there. Those are all my reasons that I prefer Lucid over. These accounts are very close, though. I think if you're a beginner, the 25K growth might be better for you because you are not going to be able to tilt as easily. One micro or even one mini. You should be trading with one micro. One mini, you're going to have to catch a move like what we had last night to actually blow the account. For trading like today, like 2 micros, 3 micros, that's even sized up a little too much depending on the range of the IB. But there are people out there, and I laugh at this. I'm sure you're going to do the same every time you hear it. There are people out there that trade 5 minis on a 50K account. That's the reason that you go to a 50K account and it says max size 4 minis or 40 micros. Top Step's the one that everyone's used for however long. You can trade 5 minis, 5 NQ contracts on a 50K evaluation or funded account. And that's 20 points against you and the account's gone. They lure you in by big sizing, expecting you to blow it. Exactly. And if you guys want to stick it to the prop firms even more, had someone reach out to me that's in the prop firm space as a back-end manager. He said the 25Ks are the lowest margins for prop firms, so they don't really make very much from them. And if you go and take a payout, that will wipe their margins for probably 20 different traders.
That's wild.
So if you want to stick it to the prop firms, go and get the 25K accounts.
Not much happening at the moment, Zinc.
No, not at all. I'm going to go flashback to last month, just so you guys can get an example as to why I'm not going to be trading this. I need to, that's why I don't even have the broker open at the top. Trading before NFP has always caused me caused me to lose. So last month we had NFP on, where is that Friday? March 6th. So there's our NFP move right there, March 6th, I think. Yep. So the IB from the day before, I don't think we took the trade on this one. That doesn't seem, yeah. Daylight savings time's got us all out of whack for previous days. So low form first, high form second. I remember this day very well. And the IB closed at, the times on the bottom seem different. Daylight savings time hasn't been adjusted on here yet. So for back testing purposes, everything's going to be 8:30 to 9:30 if you're looking at M&Q. This was the day we had the low form first. It looked really bullish. And then all of a sudden we had a 160-point drop. We closed at like 80% of the IB to the downside. And then it went and swept to the bottom of the IB. So even though the low form first into the high, it took the opposing direction. So this one would have been a loss. That is the same case for almost every pre-NFP Friday or pre-NFP Thursday. So I'll even go back to February. So our NFP in February was February 6th. If we go to the IB on February 5th, we're going to mark out 8:30. So we had the high form first, the low form second, and this one kind of just pittered out for the day. I don't think we got an entry on this. Actually, it did break to the correct direction. It just didn't give us an entry model. But this one also broke all the way at 10. Mind the question mark.
Yeah, what's up, Dylan?
That's insane. No wonder the prop firms are making crazy money with people sizing like that. Can you explain the long you took? Yeah, I got lucky with it, I will admit. So if I can go and find the day, it was either the bounce off. I don't think it was the bounce off 23,000. This is the bounce I took off 23,000 earlier this week, and I ended up catching like 250 points off it. Very lucky, mind you, that we had this aggressive of a bounce that fast. Also, James, we're going up and down quick right now.
We are on NASDAQ. I'm just watching it here in the back end.
It's disgusting. The bull flag one that I took, which also had Trump news behind it, did not anticipate at all to catch another 200 points. I think I caught maybe 100 of this. This is the bull flag I was talking about. So there's your flag pull, and then it's a trend to the downside. It's consolidating. Once you break that trend, that's when you have that explosive move up. So I entered long just before. I wasn't anticipating an 11:30 candle or 12:30 candle to have that type of move. So I did get lucky with that, but that's the bull flag concept. Bull flags are also continuation trades. Bull flag pattern. I used to trade patterns with options, so that's why I'm very familiar with them. It's a continuation trend. So if you have a strong uptrend, you consolidate sideways, and then you repeat that uptrend to the upside. That's the same slide that I was showing yesterday with the phases of the market. Those phases are the same on any time frame. After you have a move, like for today, we should be expecting it to go sideways because we've had a 2% move down overnight. Probably not going to get another 2% continuation down or a 2% reversal up. It's probably going to go sideways, and then we have an NFP catalyst tomorrow. If anyone trades on Top Step, be careful. Their charts are freezing right now. At least you got a 20-point trade at least.
Yeah, NASDAQ's picking up, yeah. YM as well off the lows. Yes, too. I mean,
oh, yeah, take your profit there for the day. Holy smokes. You weren't kidding. YM is reversed all the way back up. Take your profit there for the day. Go enjoy the rest of your day, Steve.
I was mentioning on my pre-market stream that this is actually not a bad level to be looking for longs with that opening week range, but also coming off of the weekly view app as well. So, you know, it's not a bad level for longs. Yeah, yes, picking up some momentum now. YM as well.
Just take the IB trade today, Steve. And you're good there. I'm still waiting to fund my damn accounts here. Come on. Do I usually wait for the close above or below the midpoint? I don't really look at the, unless price, like that example I just pulled up, unless price closes 80% of the way to the IB, I won't take it. But on on that note, if it does close 80% of the way to invalidating the IB, you're risking essentially nothing. You're going to be risking like $20 to $40. Sometimes it will do something like this, though. Last Thursday, where it did close last Wednesday, sorry, where you had the high form first, the low form second, so you're targeting the low. This one closed at like 75%, 80% of the IB. Almost took the IB high. This would have been a 4.7R trade. So there's two sides to that coin. You could have. I don't really look at the midpoint for that reason. It's either going to break the IB high or it's going to break the IB low.
Zinc, I took a small long position on YM.
Nice.
Yeah, in a 226.
Yeah, that one looks really good. New IB high as well.
What's up, Raz? New room? No, Raz, this is, I'm on the road traveling. Yeah. Yeah, when I like that you can, like, day trading gives you the freedom to be able to travel while still being able to trade.
Yeah, especially if your monthly P&L chart looks like yours.
Yeah, I actually didn't realize I was on such a green streak until I looked at it. You know, because you don't like to always, jinx yourself. But yeah, 32 days in a row green on those FTMO live accounts. Yeah, and I just requested a 6K payout today, I think. So like literally 40 minutes ago. Yeah. Just I enjoy trading with you, bro. Keeps my focus. The guys in the chat asking questions. So
likewise.
There we go. I'm up 50 points. I'm going to close half there. Sorry, I should actually probably get up my screen. So I said I was in at 226. We're trading now at 280. So there it is there. Just on that momentum higher. And then I've just closed out half at 285.
It's looking really good for that reversal.
Yep. So there we go. And I'm on the road. So with Easter holiday tomorrow, I'm not trading big size today, Zinc. Like that was $500 risk.
Still a great trade. How much was 50 points for a reward? I'm not familiar with YM.
It will be about $300. Remember, mine's not on tick value. Well, it is on a lot of sizes, but it's dollar.
Sucker.
CFD risk. James, are you in Africa or America? Well, I wish I was in my trading room from back home because I got my South African flag behind me. I'm in South Africa, brother. Yes, sir. So yeah, that was I'm already green $300, and I'll see if I can get a little bit more on some extension. So right now, this trade here, we're picking up momentum. We're coming off the pre-market lows, and so I'm going to look to take this to daily VWAP. Sync. That's at 341 on YM, up at 341.
Take it all the way to previous day's low.
Jeez, that would be up to 490. That would be a big trade with only $500 of risk. But yeah, close 75%. So
take it there.
Yeah, I closed 75. I'm gonna try and leave a trailer because I do like this momentum right now.
Yeah, previous day's low should also void the gap fill as well because that where we closed yesterday was actually way up there.
My algo just took a long on the Nasdaq as well.
Oh goodness, the all-knowing algo. These were probably pushing. We're over London 50 right now too.
Yeah, up to 850 now on NQ.
Looking good. IB's super long. I bet you are, Steve. Yeah, we're set up really nice for longs right now.
Yeah, Zinc, when I saw your comment, I was like, when I went to go look at the data, when you're just like in the zone trading and you don't really look how many green days or red days you're having, But you're just taking one good trade at a time. No matter the win, no matter if you win or lose. Like I know you said the RB hasn't been too great in the last 2 weeks. Doesn't matter. It's been working for you this year. You can't just all of a sudden chop and change your approach.
Well, I actually don't make money trading. Everything is Claude edits everything for me on stream. It is all paper trading. But yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Like I didn't know. I obviously checked those Lucid accounts. I love pulling it out because that's my best green streak. I did. It's a little sad that it cut off at the beginning of the month, but it's kind of okay because I probably would have blown the accounts doing something stupid.
Sure.
But same thing with this P&L. I had no idea that I was doing that well last month until I went and checked it and I was like, oh shit. It's been a really good 2 weeks.
Yeah, NQ is now back at that daily VWAP, overnight VWAP. So I would expect price to find a little bit of resistance there, Zinc, personally.
Not when Trump comes out and tweets.
Oh, yeah. Well, that you can throw everything.
This is lining up right now. Do we have data today?
Not that I do we? I don't think. No.
Nope, just a speaker at 10:15.
Yeah.
And then we have data after the market's closed tomorrow. We have NFP tomorrow morning, obviously. What flag would you call this? What flag has a lot of white in the middle?
Japan.
Japan's a red circle in the middle. That would be quite the day.
Yeah, but it's white with a red circle. That's what we're seeing right now.
Yeah, you can't forget the green over there is. Let's see. We'll find one. Green, red, and white flags.
Okay, I'm full out, Zinc.
Very nice.
At daily VWAP. The reason why I'm taking full out here is because we're trading at that overnight VWAP, and I know that can be a level of resistance. So I'm just going to close full out there.
We are looking at a kind of Madagascar looking flag.
Madagascar.
Germany, maybe.
Do you know where Madagascar is?
It's, east of you, right?
Correct. Hey, you do know. There you go. Yeah, just east of us, just east of Mauritius.
Yeah, I watched Madagascar when I was young.
yeah.
I know where it is. No World Cup for Italy.
Yeah.
Market closed tomorrow for Good Friday, correct? Yes, the market is closed tomorrow. A lot of people have already left for the week, and by a lot of people, I mean like the big money guys. They usually, as most of you guys know, a lot of the money in the U.S. If you didn't know, then now you will. But a lot of the money in the U.S., the majority of money in the U.S. is controlled by Jewish people. So they'll be gone for obviously Easter Sunday, but this whole Holy Week, and then they have Shabbat and Seder supper on Saturday, I think, and then Easter Sunday they don't really do anything. It's just their day of rest. This is a crazy push up. This is the ultimate reversal setting up really well.
Yeah, but remember, if you watch my pre-market streams, I did say that I was looking at this level for potential longs. With that opening week range report, as well as just the level that we are trading at the weekly VWAP as well.
This thing is shooting up. Oh, the IB should play out to the long side. I just don't think we're going to get a retracement. I'm still not going to be looking to partake in the IB today.
I can explain my trades. Space Worm. NQ just took the winner.
Watch DIA get all the way up to 464 for that previous day's low.
Yeah, in at 8:45. Here, Zinc. So just want to explain my trade. Someone's asking, but so the algo. This is not the trade that I do. This is our algo, so it's automated. But in at 8:45, out at 9:21.
Look
But
at
yeah,
that,
my trade
70
on
points.
YM. Yeah, my trade on YM today. So let's just go to a hard time frame because I do want to show this. I spoke about this on my pre-market streams, and if you want to join those, that's what Wednesday through to Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern time. But as I was explaining on the pre-market streams, we have taken out that opening week range to the high side, and then we only have a 23% chance of double break, so coming back down and breaking the downside, right? So I like also the level we're coming off of, which is the start of week VWAP, that blue dotted line there, and also something that I like for hard time frame, support or bias is that 5-day SMA, which is that thick black line coming across my screen. So we're literally bouncing off of it at the minute. So if we drop down to the lower time frame, we actually took the entry on the 5-minute. Okay, let's go like that. We're getting a nice push here above the New York session VWAP, above the pre-market, off of the pre-market lows. And I take it mid candle and take 75% out there, and I'm targeting the daily VWAP. So that's my trade explained in a nutshell. Let me know if that makes sense, Space Worm. Yeah.
Very nice.
And again, just stacking those base hits. Think like, I'm not going to look for a massive move on a day pre-NFP, pre-Easter,
I'm trying to get in on Trump's cabinet so I can know when he's about to tweet. Absolute market wizard. Yeah, it was a great trade. Very good trade from James. Maybe I should start trading on YM.
Bro, I love it, dude. I most of my money comes on NQ, but I do like trading YM as well. I mean, you could have taken the same trade on NQ too today. YM does move a little bit more differently, but
yeah. I love yous. I'll paper trade it today. I'm not trading before an FP. I need to respect that rule. It looks really good for longs right now. I've lost for the past 5 NFPs. 4 of them I've lost. 1 of them I haven't taken a trade on. And that trade that I didn't take that one on, it just didn't give an entry. It would have been maybe like a 40-point reward, if that. And then also, one of those NFPs, if you guys are going to backtest that, if you're looking at NFPs from backtesting, one of those of the previous 5 was on a Tuesday or a Wednesday. It was a really weird IB where it got delayed because the government was shut down for like a week. And the NFP report came out on a Wednesday after they were reopened. The instant activation isn't ready yet. Yeah, I've been asking in their questions channel. A lot of people have the same question in there. I'm not too worried about it. It is what it is. But last night they told me that the updates for instant activation would be within like a couple hours. This was last night at 7 o'clock, and it's still not ready yet. They said in their Discord that it was because they had some issues. The data outage that we had yesterday morning, if anyone remembers, with Trade of 8.
I always make jokes with my guys that trade futures. I'm like, I've never seen this on my platforms with the CFDs.
Yeah. Well, CFDs may not have. What do you think they have for volume compared to futures prop firms? Even though it's sim accounts, they're still swamped.
Yeah, bro, I would say that's CFDs are pretty big. Yeah,
They are.
Yeah. I can't comment obviously because I don't know back-end stuff, but I mean, one of the biggest CFD prop firms, which I trade with, FTMO, they bought Rwanda for $175 million. I mean, that's it's not small. Yeah.
I'm trying to think from a perspective of how many active traders they would have. Let's see if they have it online. How many active traders does FTMO have? Whew. 960,000 trading accounts since 2021.
There you go. That's a lot,
Process
bro.
over 6 million trades per month. But I want the active ones, currently active.
Yeah.
Because I know Lucid has 120,000. Top Step has like 242,000 active.
Yo, 3.5 million.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Yeah.
Why don't you ever trade CFDs? Because my good friend Dan Chong says they're a scam. No, I have too much to trade as is.
If you live in the States, there's no reason for you to trade CFDs. It's as simple as that. But yeah, there's no you got the futures, and that's more like an American thing because it's regulated by the CME. If you live outside of the US, then it makes sense.
Yeah,
but
there you go.
for you, for US clients, it makes sense to trade futures. It's as simple as that. You're trading a very, very similar type of, like, the way that it works with the contract sizing and everything is very similar. Then there's no reason to if you live in the States.
I can find the old screenshot. Project X. Login. See if I can find it. So here you go. There is, and this screenshot's from a while ago too. This should be, they have a date on this. Doesn't look like there's a date, but Top Step got rid of all the other prop firms in February, and this one doesn't even have Tradeify on it yet. So this is an old screenshot. Just look at how many prop firms you can log into, how many different prop firms there were associated with Project X, and this doesn't have Lucid on there, so this means this is at least a year old. No Tradeify, Holoprime. Top One Futures is on here, so this is probably like a 2-year-old screenshot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 4, 4. So 17 alone on. Holy smokes! Look at that pop back up again.
Yeah,
we're almost at previous day's low. We also had, completely forgot to mention, this is a previous day in London gap. So that gap we should fill up to 580.48. This is a really good long bias for today. This is 17 prop accounts, 17 different choices you can have. Probably in the entire future space, if you just go and look up futures prop trading, futures prop firms. Look how many accounts you can go. Obviously, my funded's sponsored. These ones are all sponsored, but 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's just on the first page. And then it probably goes, you have day traders, you have whatever this is, Blue Sky again, High Strike, Phidias, Johns Hopkins. That's a university, that's not a prop firm. But there's so many choices for prop firms. There's no reason for me to go and venture out to doing CFDs.
Yep.
Because I'm already swamped for choices that I have on prop firms.
I trade CFDs because I'm based in South Africa, and I can't open up a personal brokerage account trading futures. So my personal cash accounts are all in CFDs as well. So I'm not going to be trading futures and CFDs. It's like it's just, I want to keep it simple, just like my trading.
All right, we should be targeting up to 580. Really good close on your YM long.
Yeah, but I'm fully out. Remember at the daily VWAP.
Yeah, I'm saying good close because you did wicked all the way back down.
Oh, good close, yeah, because it came back down. Yeah. Okay.
I'm green for the week. What a way to go into Easter weekend. Very nice.
So I want to just also explain again on this trade thing, because I know it's good that we got, so like you trade the RB, I trade like the orb with the edgeful stats, but if we just, there's always two common factors I would say in my trading, and I do speak about this on the pre-market streams, but one, it's at least in line with one of the VWAPs, either the daily or the New York session VWAP. Today, I was trading counter trend to the dailies, but I was in line with that New York session open VWAP. So that's the one VWAP. And the second commonality, I would say, no, all good. A second commonality I would say is it comes off at least one level. So orb low, orb high, pre-market low, pre-market high, a level like that. So today we're coming off of pre-market lows and that opening range low as well. So those are the two factors that I always look in my trading, at least in line with one VWAP and at least one key level.
Very nice.
Yeah, you see, even Ross says, I do prefer the risk control on CFDs. Yeah, I think it's like very easy to control. Like if I want a 1,000-point stop on the NASDAQ because I want to swing trade it for 2 months, whatever it is, I can have that with my desired risk.
I just realized when I reset my stream, the recordings didn't get activated.
Good work there, Raz. I'm green for the week. What a way to go into this. Yeah, good work. James, can you talk about how you manage risk? For instance, do you reduce risk when you're up on the day? Yeah, I do. So like if I'm up, like for example, yesterday is I think a good example on stream. I made money pre-market and I was like, I didn't really like the price action. I could have maybe made money long, but I was like, you know what? I'm up on the day. I'm not going to press unnecessarily. So it is. I always like to play with profits if I'm up on the day, but I'm not going to give back all of those profits if I'm really green on a nice trade.
We're going right to that 580 level. What an outside day, what an ultimate reversal setup this was. Beautiful. NQ is rocketing. It is. I can't wait to get that live account because for a trade like this, I'd love to, with no restrictions, go onto like MNQ and probably just take the entry with you. This is a 240-point move to the highs right now.
Yeah, that's not small.
$480 on one micro with no end-of-day drawdown on it. I cannot wait to get on those two because as soon as I start making profit, that just builds the buffer. It's not going to trail up with me the entire time. I can't wait. I'll probably blow him. Sorry, Steve.
I can hear the guys in your Discord. That's cool.
Yeah,
bro. Can they hear me or not?
Yeah, they can.
Oh, sick. What's up, guys?
It's a one-way mic.
Zinc hasn't even said that.
Yeah,
so they could hear me all the other days as well, right?
Yep.
Oh, sick.
Let me take a screenshot of this too. So as I said,
can they see my screen? Sorry, Zinc, can they see my screen or not?
No, they can just hear you.
Okay.
So pull this up again. I gotta go to Gmail again. 1 second. We should go up to 580, but if we get a good pullback, it's gonna be a real struggle for me not to take it. I'm gonna try not to take these though. Also, while we're waiting, if you guys want to go pick up those just for the next 2 days, so valid until Saturday, you can get the 25K growth with Tradeify. It's $59.40, $59.40, and that's your all-in payment. There's no activation fee or anything with it. I've never had a account that cheap, even with Apex, even though it was 19, you still had to pay the activation fee of like 65. If we go over here, so 20 accounts to give away for the month for Lucid. We'll have 20 accounts. Probably going to do the 5 Lucid Pros at the end of the month. Next week, I may do, since I already did the 4, if you guys missed that, this is what's going to be posted on my Twitter. Probably going to do maybe 10 accounts next week. We'll do 5 pros the week after and then 5 flexes to end the month. So these will all be accounts to give away throughout the rest of the month. And then maybe if you guys use the code too. Zinc for Lucid Live, I'm reading the rules for the live account. I'm getting it and it says end of day drawdown. Is that the case with yours? End of day. Yeah, it's still end of day. It's not actually end of day drawdown though, Mitch. So your drawdown stops after you reach $100 profit on the account. The end of day drawdown, they put that on there because that it's not live drawdown. There's no trailing intraday drawdown. Those accounts, I'll go pull up their live program. I know everything there is to know about their live now because I've been in contact with them for so long. Also, if we can break 579.16, pretty easily going to go push up to 580.47, which YM's kind of stopped moving. SPY has about the same distance as a $2 move to go to that high. Q's is a lot closer. Q's is the closest one, but SPY should also tail behind. This is a really nice ultimate reversal. They're going to be a little upset with me because I forgot to click the recordings on James. Shoot.
Yeah, the local recordings, they can still get them. But yeah, it is a lot better quality when they get the reels there, but all good.
I'm so sorry.
I've also forgot a few times.
Lucid Live. Yeah, I know. So the drawdown, you have $1,000. It does not move from there. Once you make $100, the drawdown's done. So if a trader requests a live payout before getting over the live drawdown, the max loss limit locks to $0. They say end of day drawdown because they just need to specify between end of day or trailing. Trailing intraday drawdown on a live account would be a joke. The only thing you have to do is generate live profits equal to your starting live drawdown. This caps at $100 though. So it's really just one profit day. That's it. The starting balance, once you make 1,000, that is obviously your profit. You start at zero. They're risking $1,000 in your name. Once you get to 1,000, and this is just for the 25K accounts, they give you $1,000 bonus. So to get a 10K payout, if you wanted to close out the live accounts, not what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be going for the record with them. But they essentially give you, for the 25Ks, they give you another 5,000 for a bonus. 50Ks, they give you a $10,000 bonus. 100Ks, they give you a $15,000 bonus. And then the 150Ks, it's just under a $25,000 bonus, $22,500. I think it's the same for once you get to 10K as well. And then the best part with this is that if you do blow the accounts, it's only 2 weeks to get back into trading evals with them. So if I happen to, let's say next week I have a terrible week, what the heck just happened with Qs? That wasn't a real wick, was it? Surely not. Yeah, that was a fake wick. But price is in that gap now, so it should go up to 580.43. Once you get to the point where, let's say you're about to blow the live account, you could take a payout and blow it. You only have to wait 2 weeks to get back into the live account. That's it. So the way they structured this is you can flip back and forth as long as you're not a person that YOLOs or has reckless behavior. You can flip back and forth between the live account and sim account, live account, sim account, live account, sim account.
Zinc on that trade. If I just show my screen again, sorry. Yeah, 522 risking 500. So hey, I'm better than 1-to-1 there. My RR hasn't been. Yeah, so yeah, 522.63.
No negative RR here. So if you make 100 drawdown, would be 1,100 going forward. Yes. How are the live accounts better than the sim accounts? Like, what are the benefits? So the benefit, also, I want to specify on Qs right now, this is not the real wick. I would avoid charting that wick. I'll pull up M and Q just for the sake. I will not be tempted to get into a trade, though. We will not be taking anything. Actually, because they have this button on here, make sure I don't take anything. Lock trading. Very good. So going over to M and Q, this is our current IB range. We should have a rejection at 24,000, which is what we're at right now. That's our current IB. We do have 10 minutes left on it. 24 is probably going to have some resistance to it. Back over to that question for the live accounts. You have no restrictions. I'm sure James has the same thing for CFDs on live. There's no trailing drawdown. There's no end of day drawdown. There's no consistency rule, micro scalping rule on the live accounts. You're trading in a live environment and you have no rules but making profit. That's it. You either make profit or you lose. You can take payouts every day. And with Lucid, it is should be up here somewhere, 90-10 profit split. And then if you wanted to, after 20 days of live trading, traders may be given the option to combine eligible live accounts into one larger one. I won't be doing that. I'm going to say trading on 5. And then there's not anything else that you have to worry about with the live accounts. That's it. James just checked your X post. James, how dare you? 0.36 RR? You kidding me?
Yeah, stacking green, boss.
I've done that several times before too. The end goal for all prop firms is going live. That's it. You should not be trading prop firms if you do not intend to ever trade in a live environment. If you're just doing this to churn through the accounts and get a payout and then churn through more accounts, you're going to be break even for a very, very long time. You should eventually be attempting to go live with that firm.
Andre, love the glasses. Yeah, 100%. You said I must wear them, bro. Gotta protect the shine from my head.
I don't have any glasses in here.
No.
If I get mine before you get yours, I'll let you know. I started the process 2 weeks later, and you've got. I mean, they're not. At the very least, I'd rather be told what's going on. I am getting dragged through the dirt a little bit with them, but this is an email chain of. It's at 20 emails right now. So I'm at least being told what's going on, why there's a delay. The last one that they sent me was this. You said, live account's all set up to go. You had 1 mini, and then I responded with, I think you set me up under the wrong one. So I was all set to go, but that's what caused this extra delay. But at the very least, I sent this email out last night at 4:09. They answered within 2 minutes. So they're very good at keeping me in the loop. I know what's going on. I'm not constantly asking a support ticket. I have their email. They email me regularly. Even if I don't email them first, they'll reach out and they say, hey, here's the update for what's going on with the live account. Sorry for the delay. If there's anything else you need, let us know. So I'd rather be in that position than like what Steve's going through with Apex, where open a support ticket, you don't get an answer for 7 days. Yeah, sorry, Steve, that's my bad. Rubbing that in. Yeah, that's gross. Did you ever trade a live account with another firm? I have not. No. Did you say you won't be taking a trade today, Zinc? Yes, that's correct, rather be. I mean, this is your, if you're still in here, rather be, this is that A gap that you referred to.
A gap.
Yeah, because of how it's like a 92. When these gaps pop up, which I should have looked at earlier, when these gaps happen, there's a 92% chance that they fill.
Adrian Peterson, right through the A gap.
Oh, that just reminded me of a funny video.
See, I'm American, bro. I know everything.
Yeah, it's not very far off rugby.
Yeah, God, it's very technical, bro. Football compared to rugby, that's for sure.
My dad played rugby.
Oh, really?
He did. Played in college.
What position? Do you know?
I don't remember the positions. I just know he played it.
Yeah, still waiting for the screener to set in. Yeah.
AGAT football. Once this hits, even if it looks really good and we look like we have a perfect retracement to 50%, I cannot trade before NFP. I can't break that rule again. I broke it last month. I ended up losing because of it, not doing it again. So very quick again, Gunner, with the Lucid Pro and Flex. Lucid Pros have larger payout caps. It's 3 days the payout as opposed to 5 days the payout on the Lucid Flex. And you keep essentially 100% of what you make as long as you're over the buffer. So if you make $100 on the Lucid Pro, that's your payout qualification for the next payout. For the Lucid Flex, you only keep 50% of what you make over the buffer. So if you make 2,000, you can request 1,000 on the Lucid Flex. If you make 2,000 on the Lucid Pro, you can request the max of 1,000. What did I do last month? What do you mean El Supremo for payouts last month? Oh, for the mistake? The mistake I made last month was trading the Thursday before an FP. And I went and reviewed that. I think I took a trade afterwards, so it may not have been a loss directed by the IB. We're looking for... So we had March 6th for our NFP. Came out at 8:30. We had a pretty nasty drop from it the Thursday before. Actually, yes, I did take this because we took a front run entry. If I go to replay, start new. So we went right here. This was our IB. You guys may remember this as well because this was on stream. That was our IB for Thursday, March 5th. This was our entry at... We got out of this one early. So we entered at 10:20. There was 10 minutes left on the IB. SPY went and took a new IB low right about 10:25. So I got out of the trade on this like 10:24 drop, 10:24 candle. We lost 160 on it. So I ended the day at like negative 300 because I had a loss for Globex IB the night before as well. And then this one ended up invalidating the IB and continued down. This was pre-NFP. Looked really bullish. I think James is on stream with me too. We were both talking about bullish for that day. Had a really nice move up. Almost 1% to the upside, and then it ended up dying for the rest of the day. Once it comes in, there you go. So this day ended up having a terrible IB. Sorry for those spam clicks there.
Yeah, have a good Easter, Raz. Good stuff in the week green, brother.
Absolutely nothing for the rest of the day. So that's the mistake that I made last month, was trading before NFP. And this month, same exact thing. Not going to be trading today because we have NFP tomorrow. And tomorrow is Good Friday. The market's not even open, which is really odd. How come I can't see NFP on the calendar? If you're looking at Market Watch, they never have it on there for whatever reason. But if you go to... I always either use Market Watch and just know that NFP is the first Friday of every month, or you can go on whatever your broker is, or you can go on whatever prop firm you're using, and you can go to events and it will show you what the folder news events are. So for tomorrow, Friday, April 3rd, the market closes at 9:15. We have PMI at 9:45 after the market closes. We have NFP at 8:30 and unemployment rate at 8:30 tomorrow, high impact news. I've been trading the IB since May of last year, so coming up on a year total now.
Yeah, Mike, stacking the base hits. That's what I've been doing well. Not trying to get all of a move or catch an insane amount of points. Just trying to make money.
What's the best way to get started with edgeful, the masterclass video on YouTube? Best way to get started with it is just get edgeful, and I'll show you. You can go into any of these reports. So let's say you want to use the screener. You don't really know how to use it. Or if you want to use the individual reports on the screener, better yet, you can go to any report. So IB by rejection, for example. Doesn't matter what ticker you're looking at. And you can scroll down. Every single report on here has a explanation video. So initial balance breakout, I won't play it because it may get copyrighted on the stream, but every single video or every single report has a video that goes along with it, as well as a slide at the bottom that shows you what you're looking for. Same for inside bars. Same for outside days. Outside days explanation video. I don't know if the risk calculator has one. It says frequently asked questions. Free resources on here. So you can go through all the videos that are on this. I think the best way to go about it would be just jump right in.
And join stream.
Yep. And then if you're, like I still have some that pop up every once in a while as well for help up in the top right, how to use reports. It gives you a video right here, 6-minute video, quick explainer video that drops you to the bottom of the report. So this is an explanation video for gap fill, standard by weekday by size. What's in play. So there's videos for pretty much everything on here, or you can just hang out and stream and ask us questions. Andre is on stream on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. James is on stream
every day except Tuesday.
Yep. I'm on stream Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So we are all very familiar with pretty much any setup that's on here. And if not, then tune into the streams on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and you can ask Andre himself. There we go. Look at that bullish screener now. And
yeah,
IB has been taken to the upside. That was off the 25 as well. So Dan Cook, which we will be having Dan on live next week. He'll be joining us to explain his entries at 25. Negative RR on those as well, but that was about a 70-point candle to the upside for the IB today. 100-point candle now. And we are 10 cents off of filling the gap. Incredible. Look at YM.
Yeah.
That one has $1 left to go. So I don't know what that correlates, probably like 200 points.
Jeez, everything's ripping.
Why does QQQ have a giant wick today? That once you refresh it in a little bit, it should go away. This will be fixed. This wick didn't exist. Sometimes they pop up. You can go to the 1-minute time frame if you ever have doubt in those. This wasn't real. I mean, this would have been a $4 1-minute wick up and down. But everything else, SPY just took the gap. So outside day stat fulfilled. That is insane. Because that was a $7 reversal from open. Longs and go to sleep. We may fill the gap. Gap filled on Qs just now, but we may fill all the way up to yesterday's close. 584, another $4 to the upside. What a reversal. Wow.
Yeah, tough one, Maximus. What was your reason for shorting?
Holy smokes. Gap filled.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Something must be happening.
Wow. That is insane. Perfect bounce off previous day's 52.
Jeez. YM's up 300 points from where I sold it.
464 just hit on it. That filled the outside day stat too.
Oh my goodness. Actually, 400 points. Yeah, 500 points now.
Nothing you can do about that.
Yeah.
I guess I kind of traded out. I wish I opened those My Funded accounts and just went long 6 minis and pissed off for the rest of the day.
Yeah, and the video is now green on the day, so is Tesla. It's ripping.
Yeah, this is pretty gross. I don't know what's happening.
As I check financial juice. That's a 200-point bar now on the 5 minutes.
Wow. Yeah. 300 points. 300 point 15-minute candle. MES. 80 point 15-minute candle on MES. Crude oil just dropped 7 points. And gold is up.
You're on drafting protocol with M1 for almost straight traffic. That's what's causing that. Wow.
I can almost guarantee that in the next probably 20 minutes, I'm going to get like 40 resets emailed to me. Yeah, but those accounts have consistency. You would have had to cut it. Sorry about the typewriter. That was something else right there. Well, IB remains goated.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, could have maybe hold more, but you know those type of things, trade can go against you as well with that type of breaking news. That was off breaking news, right? So get in, get out, go on with the day.
Yeah. And right back down. All right, do you want to see? I don't think there was two. If anyone was short for that, then probably. I don't think it would be quite long enough for people to reset. Mikey said, Zinc, I'm on 1600 and select 50K funded. What size should I trade to get payout? I got 3 days of 150. You could easily do 150 with 1 micro off of the IB. I had stats for SPY as a weekday that today is 73% red day, and with 15-minute candle continuation, I had red bias. 15-minute for the candle the opening candle continuation is too low. I think moving it up to 30 is required. The lower, Andre mentioned this on stream. I don't remember what date, but I'm trying to, if I remember, I'll let you know and you can go rewatch it. But he was discussing the size and talking about how size of the candles you're looking at skews the data significantly. So if I'm looking at, let's say, Luce's dashboard's down, so probably won't be any resets. Can't get the data for you. If I'm looking at a trade on the 5-minute time frame, that is not going to be nearly as significant as a trade that's on the 15-minute time frame. Same for the 15-minute versus a 30-minute time frame, 30-minute versus an hour, and so on. The lower down you go, the less likely that is to play out in your favor. So higher time frames are always going to be more significant. The more time you give something to develop, the more significant it's going to play in your favor, the more stats it's going to have on your side. There you go, Tila. Just passed my first eval ever. Wonderful. You're not going live tomorrow, obviously, right, James?
No.
Very good.
Yeah.
Can't get the data for you. Yeah, I had the midnight open too. Top Step Pros. Shocker. Project X is down. If this retraces the whole move, then there's going to be thousands of blown accounts in the next 5 minutes. Trade sees down. Yeah, the next 2 months. Wow, I can't believe that. Just had that explosive of a move in 5 minutes. This is what I was talking about earlier for luck. If you were in that IB high trade, and these are all ifs and could and shoulda, would. If you were in that trade for the IB high and didn't have a TP set, that was a 5-minute candle or a 1 minute 200-point move. 3 minutes, sorry. That was 200 points in 3 minutes. With 1 micro, that's going to be, depending on where your entry was, $400 to $500. You do not need to be going in with a lot of size to make a good amount of profit. There's no reason to. Now, if you were in a mini for that, and let's say you were short because we hit previous day's high or because we hit previous day's low, you expect it to reverse down a little bit. You go up 20 points to down 40 points and the account's gone. evaporated. Nothing you can do about it. Every prop firm website is down right now. Can't even log into Apex. Well, you might be banned from Apex. I can't log into them. Lucid's not letting me log in. Let's see, Tradeify, they have any issues too. Yeah, Tradeify is having issues with being down too. Website issues. Let's see if their dashboard lets me in now. There we go. It's all fixed. So there are probably so many people that just blew accounts right there that the entire prop space with people logging in to try to reset their account just got swamped, bogged down with resets. Exactly. And especially if that's a 100-point retracement back down already. FTMO ban James.
Yeah, no, they're all good. No server outages.
What? That they're probably hoping you blow. Very nice, Artilla. Yeah, that James guy is sketchy. Sketchy.
Brian Adams, son of 69.
If you guys want another benefit to live accounts or accounts that don't have requirements on consistency, you could have just caught that entire move up from open with no one micro for $1,000 gain. Obviously, if you caught a perfect entry. If you're worried about consistency, they're going to cut you off at like 575, 576. So you miss another $8 of continuation to the upside. Holy smokes, El Supremo, 3,800. Took longs off the 25% pullback in the IB. Wow. All right, sites back up. You ready for the stats?
No, I'm going to say...
Any guesses?
140.
140.
Across all.
I got to go log into this one first. So I'll tell you, we've got, because I can see these ones on Gmail at least. All right. So 1049 a minute ago. 45 on Tradeify, 5 on My Funded Futures, 50 there.
So 50.
And Lucid will probably be a little bit delayed. I gotta go to my referrals. I hate that they do this. I don't know what time zone they operate in, but all the times say they are all April 2nd, though. Okay. That's one page, 25. 2 pages, 50. 52.
So 110, I call it.
Yeah, 102. We weren't too far off. Don't fall in that statistic, everyone. We were joking about it, retracing the whole thing. We were joking about it, retracing the whole thing, but holy moly, that came all the way back down. 160 now. Have a great weekend, guys. It was a crazy session. I'm still in awe. It was a crazy move. That's that ultimate reversal setup with edgeful. Obviously, we had some news, but those are the longs that we're looking for. We got 8 minutes left in the stream. There will be no stream tomorrow. Everyone go enjoy your day off. Do not try trading NFP tomorrow morning. Don't do anything stupid. If you do, you're only going to have 45 minutes after NFP comes out to make an actual educated trade, and then your day's done. Most prop firms are going to be done at 9 o'clock tomorrow. You got obliterated on the pump. I think everyone was trying to process new accounts. Yeah, exactly. Almost hit previous day's high on ES. I don't know what the odds for that are. I don't think there is a measure for hitting both previous day's low and previous day's high on outside days, but if it was an inside day, there was only a 10% chance we wouldn't hit that. Look at this price action, James.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, bro. I'm glad I took my win and can go about the Easter weekend. I think when you stare at charts long enough, you will do dumb stuff. I think that's what I've been doing well. I think I've been getting green and then just been going about my day, you know?
Yep. That's what everyone should do. What a crazy day. Oh, the trend for these news moves is that we have been retracing them almost immediately. I guess you could base this off the one that we had on Tuesday, though, and say that it may continue to flip back to the upside. Not sure. But I would not be touching this today. Wouldn't be worrying about trying to catch a continuation. Just go on about your day. Even my funding won't let me log in. Error. I bet there's probably a decent amount of people that are off today for the holiday, like you traveling.
Yeah.
You just got smoked. Not us.
Yeah. So I traded smaller size today on my accounts too. So
This thing is whipsawing up and down. Do not get caught in this.
someone's asking if the automation works on Lucid Zinc.
I do not know. I've never used. I tried it on TPT. That one was fine.
What's up, DV? Have a good one.
I remember when activation fees used to be something for every account. Now barely anyone has them. All right, this is coming all the way back up again. I think my funded futures and Top Step are probably, they should hopefully be the next that come in with one-time payouts, but Lucid and Tradeify are the only two that I know that don't have recurring payments. So you don't need to worry about how long it takes you to pass the account, which I think is the same for the CFD firms that you're trading.
Yeah. The CFD firms most of them got like 2-step challenges. There are some ones with the end of day trading.
It should probably run back up to that high, but I wouldn't try running into this. I mean, you can if you wanted to, but just do it at your own risk. Crude oil still at 8%. Not sure I trust this equity rally. I would probably relate it most to Tuesday this week. Just a lot earlier. All right, that brings us up to 11, almost 11 on the dot. Let's go ahead and close that. Again, we do have NFP tomorrow. Market closes at 9:15. The market will not be open tomorrow. There will be no streams. I'm sure that's probably the case for most streams that are going on. For safety for the rest of the day, just know that this was a news move to the upside. Probably going to keep doing this whipsaw up, down, up, down. Don't get caught in it. If you're up for the day, enjoy it. Go on about your day. James is probably going to go maybe sit by the pool or do a round of golf. Have a round of golf.
Yeah, exactly. I got to do dad duty, bro, too.
Dad duty.
Yeah.
All right, James, we'll see you guys on Monday next week. I will see everyone on Tuesday. No
Yes,
lives
sir.
for me tomorrow either. Peace out. Have a great rest of your extended weekend. And happy Easter.
Cheers, guys. Happy Easter.